I have been a car enthusiast for as long as I can remember. I always have loved the way they sounded and looked. This is my top 5 favorite cars of all time. At the number 5 spot, we have the 2025 RS6 Avant. This is on my list because it is, in my opinion, the best family and all-around car that has ever existed. It's a wagon, so you can, if you wanted to, you could fit a full 4x8 sheet of plywood in this car if you had to. I would personally never do that to this car because it's right around $125,000, but you can. The practicality is insane. You have all-wheel drive, you have a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 producing 621 horsepower that gets you to 60 in just 3 seconds. And if you wanted to, with a stage 1 tune, you could easily and comfortably, without spending too much money, go to 700 horsepower. And let's be real, if you're already spending $125,000 on a family wagon, what's another $5,000 for a stage 1 tune with a couple bolt-ons? At the number 4 position, we have the Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport. This car is anywhere from $4 to $5 million and is an absolute beast. 1,500 horsepower, all-wheel drive, an absolutely stunning car. Now, the cool thing about this car is I have actually had the opportunity to sit in this car about 2 years ago at Lamborghini St. Louis. I know one of the salesmen because I visited it so often when I was in high school. I was like, hey, do you have anything cool? And he was like, hey, come to the back with me. And there was a Nardo Gray number 16 Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport there. And my dad has always taught me, if you don't ask, you'll never know. So I asked, I said, hey, can I sit in it? He said, yeah, just take off your shoes. You have anything sharp in your pockets? I obviously said no. So I took off my shoes and I got to sit in a $5 million Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport. When you sit in this car, it is not comfortable at all. You are literally like this. But you are in a 1,500 horsepower Bugatti, which is like the coolest thing in the entire world. So that is my number 4 car. For my 3rd favorite car of all time, we have the Lamborghini Cayenne. This is a 1 of 63 model. It was a specialty edition, and the reason I chose this is because I have always been a huge Lamborghini fan. It's literally what got me into cars. When I saw my first Aventador when I was like, I think it was like 14 or 15, my jaw hit the floor. One of the reasons I love this car is because it's a specialty edition and there are only 63 of them in the world. This is another one of the cars that I have seen in real life, and I got to see it in a very deep red, and it was gorgeous. So here's the car right here. It is absolutely breathtaking. And my favorite thing about this car is, yes, Lamborghini is already like a, oh my gosh, there's a Lamborghini, that's so cool. It already draws attention. But for me, being a huge Lamborghini fan, I didn't even know what I was looking at when I saw it. So I had gone into the dealership, I had seen around, and this is right after they released the Revuelto. So I was like oohing and awing at the Revuelto and the Storado, which is one of my favorite cars of all time, but it did not make this list. But the fact that they made an off-roading Lamborghini is like the coolest thing in the entire universe. And I was literally leaving the dealership to go drive home, and over at the maintenance bay, they had a red Lamborghini parked outside. And I looked at it as I was exiting the dealership, and I said, huh, I think that's just another Revuelto. I said, but I think those taillights are a little different. So I walked over. So the fact that I had just seen all of these Lamborghinis, and I walked out as someone who knows Lamborghinis very well, and I knew something was unique about that car, that's crazy to me. And not to mention, it also is about $4 million, and it is like the coolest Lamborghini ever to exist. I absolutely love that car. It is truly a breathtaking Lamborghini, and that is why it is in my number 3 position. Then for my number 2 position, we have the Lamborghini Huracan Performante from 2018. This was the second car that Lamborghini ever produced that got under 7 minutes at the Nürburgring, and it had a new ALA system, which was so cool. ALA stands for Aerodynamic Lamborghini something. I would just butcher it. So we'll just call it ALA. So how the ALA system works is if I turn the car right into a very sharp right-hand turn, it will close some vents on the right-hand side of the car so that there is more drag on that side of the car, and vice versa if I turn left. It is the coolest system ever. At first I was like, oh, that's interesting, but it's not gonna cut off that much time. And then it did 652 on the Nürburgring. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and it is a wonderful system. An absolutely phenomenal and breathtaking car. In at my number 1 position, we have the Koenigsegg Agera RS, a car that I've never seen, but I dream to see one day. And these cars have some of the most marvelous engineering that this world will ever see. I don't know if you guys just saw it, but the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute just slingshotted a Bugatti Chiron Super Sports in the half mile. Absolutely incredible video by CarWow. And over here, I actually have the model car. Right now it's really dusty and I really need to dust it off because this is my most expensive model. I absolutely love this model. And as you can tell, the wing is missing on this car. Normally there is a wing right here. You guys are probably like, what the heck is that? What happened was I left it on that shelf when we were getting this side of the house siding redone. I forgot to take this model off, so I came home and it was on the floor broken. Luckily, that was the only thing that fell off. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, you could just glue it back on. And you're right, I could. So I went to Home Depot and I got some super glue. So I came back and I was like, okay, you gotta like unscrew the cap, poke the hole. And when I poked the hole, it exploded over the wing and my finger. So I ran to the sink, washed off my finger, came back, and it was too late. The wing was covered, and I mean covered in super glue. So if you wanna think about this model as my Koenigsegg Agera RS Absolute, because basically the Absolute is just the regular car without the fin because of less drag and yada 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 and blah blah blah. This is my favorite car of all time, rear wheel drive, 1,341 horsepower. This car is absolutely insane and I really hope to see it one day. So that is my top 5 favorite cars of all time. Let me know what you think of my list, and also let me know in the comments below what your top 5 favorite cars are, because cars are amazing and more people need to be into them.